What's up, guys, and welcome back to another conversation with John. So today I want to talk about this new show that I'm watching, called All Her Fault on Peacock. Now, I watched the first episode of this last night, and I am hooked. What got me into this is this lady right here, Sarah Snook. Can you see? I don't know. My little mouse. What got me into this show was her, Sarah Snook. Now, I know her from Succession. Anybody that have seen Succession is amazing. So she played Shiv Roy in Succession. So that's what made me want to watch it. So I tuned in and I was hooked from the jump. So there's going to be spoilers, but still go watch the show. It's a good show because I am hooked onto it. So let's get into it. So the show is called, like I said, All Her Fault. So from jump, we have Sarah Sooks. Her name, she plays a character by the name of Marissa. Okay, so Marissa is supposed to be going to go pick up her son from a play date. She gets a text from another mom at her school asking for a play date, and she's supposed to go pick up her son, Milo, from the play date at this address, 1800. I don't remember the address. Let's just say Prescott Place. And so she goes to the door. She's like, "Well, hi, Marissa. I'm here to pick up Milo." And the lady at the door, Esther, is like, "Well, there's no Milo here. You sure you got the right address?" And so she looks back at the text. She's like, "Well, yeah, this is 1800 Prescott Place." She's like, "Well, yeah, but there's no Milo here. It's just me." And so she's like, "Well, that's weird." So Esther invites her in because they trying to figure out what's going on. Um, and she's like, "Well, yeah, I mean, another mom at the school, Jenny, told me to come pick her up. I got a text from her." And she's like, "Well, I mean, have you tried calling Jenny?" So Marissa tries to call Jenny and the number is not working anymore. She's like, "Well, that's weird." And so Esther starts to start asking her a bunch of questions. And the way that Esther is asking her these questions, I don't know. Like, I feel like Esther might got some shit with her, but we just gonna have to watch the show to kind of figure out what's going on with Esther. Because, like I said, I think Esther got some shit with her. I don't really know. So, Marissa tries calling. Like I said, she tries calling Jenny, but the number she had doesn't work. So Esther's like, "Well, do you know anybody else's number at the school?" So Marissa's like, "Well, yeah." She tries to call Sarah Larson, who is like a mom who's like in charge of like the PTA or whatever. So she's like one of those type of moms. So she decides, okay, well, I'm gonna call her. So this is Sarah. So Sarah's like, "Well, no. Um, um, she's like, "Well, do you have Jacob and Milo?" She's like, "Well, no, Jacob is right here. I'm watching her. You can't have been supposed to pick him up. Do you have your days wrong or whatever?" She's like, "Well, no." She's like, "Well, I got a text from Jenny for the play date and I came to come pick her up. And Milo's not here." So at this point, Marissa, she's freaking the fuck out. As she should. Where is Milo? Where is my son? She's freaking out. And so Esther is like, "Okay, well, ask Sarah to send her the number that she asked for Jenny." And Esther's like, "Well, let me try calling her." So Esther calls Jenny and she's like, "Well, you don't know me, but I'm here with Marissa and she's looking for her son Milo. Do you have Milo?" And Jenny's like, "Well, no, she's um Jacob is with Sarah. Like, I don't have him or whatever." And so Marissa is freaking the fuck out. And excuse me. And she's like, "Well, do you have anybody else's number or whatever?" She's like, "Well, no, I mean, this is all the number I have." Like, they clearly, these people got money. They go to um the school is a very ritzy private school, I'm guessing. And so they have like a contact list of all the moms and all the nannies and stuff that are supposed to pick up the kids. And so she decides, "Well, let me call my the nanny. Um the nanny, Anna. Anna is her nanny. But Anna's not answering the phone because Anna's off work that week. Um, Anna's off work that week, so she's like, she's freaking out. So she decides to call her husband Peter, and Peter answers the phone talking about something about some pizza because they're supposed to have pizza for dinner that night. And Marissa's like, "Do you have Milo? Do you have Milo?" He's like, "Well, no, Milo's supposed to be with you." And he's like, "No, I don't have him. I don't have him." So she's freaking out because Esther had asked him, "Well, like, does his dad possibly have him?" And she's like, "Well, no, I always handle pickup. Like, Peter wouldn't have him, whatever." So she's distraught. She don't know where Milo is. Anna don't have him. Jeannie don't know what the fuck she's talking about because she's like, "I didn't send her no text message or anything. I don't know what she's talking about. He's not with Sarah or anything like that." And so it's just like, okay, where is Milo? So Esther again, I think Esther got some shit with her. I don't know, I can't prove it, but the way that she was talking to her and asking these questions, this little sweet old lady, I think she might got some shit with her. I don't know. We gonna find out. So Esther is like, okay, well, he's probably at your house. So she decides to take Marissa home. Why she drove Marissa home when Marissa drove herself to Esther's house, I don't know. But maybe it's because again, Marissa is very distraught. Maybe Esther decided to take her home or whatever. So they go to Marissa's house or whatever. And like I said, um they got some fucking money. When I first saw Peter come on the screen, I was like, let's go back to Peter. Like he looked like he an investment banker or something. Like they look rich. So coming to the house, we find out that Marissa is in wealth management and Peter works in commodities. So these people got money in this big ass house. So Marissa is running around the house looking for Milo. Milo, 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 Milo. Milo's nowhere to be found. She goes into, I guess they have like a pool house or like a guest house in their backyard, and that's when we meet Brian, who is um Peter's brother. She's like, "Where's Milo?" Brian don't know where Milo is or what she talking about. And then seconds later, that's when Peter pulls up. And he goes to comfort her because like they don't know what's going on with Milo. So then that's when the police come. He starts asking her, okay, so tell me what happened. Like review your day. Like was anything strange when you dropped Milo off for school or whatever? What was he wearing? All of this. Start asking her questions about the drop off, like everything that happened, what he was wearing or whatever, just general police questions. He's like, well, what do you know about Jenny? She's like, well, I don't really know Jenny. I met her a week ago, and the she texts me about a play date. So I was like, okay, cool. I mean, I didn't check to see if it was the same number that was on the contact list for all the parents because she signed the text message with Jenny. So I just thought it was whatever. Again, she's in wealth management, so she's a busy woman, and she just got caught up. And the police was like, well, have you ever talked to Jenny before? And she was like, well, no. She was like, have you talked to her on the phone before? She was like, no. Have you ever been to her house before? She was like, no. I just met her like a week ago. I don't know her, or whatever. And so we go rewind to like a week before, and when she met Jenny. This is Jenny right here in the black. So they're at I guess like an open house for the school or whatever, and the parents are getting like calendars of all the events and stuff that's going to go on for the school. And Sarah is, like I said, she's a PTA mom or whatever, and she's talking about they're gonna have like a throwback day for like the 80s. And Marissa is like, well, why? These kids was born in 2019. They don't know nothing about the 80s. Like you just putting basically extra work on us as the parents. And Jenny and her like trade looks like smirk at each other, like, okay. And that's all. Again, she just met Jenny. Like that's all the interaction that she had with Jenny. Like she seen her or whatever. So she just was like, okay, that's how that was their first interaction. So also the same day at the school, we meet Anna. This is Anna, their nanny, and Milo, the son. And so Anna is supposed to be filling out paperwork, like contact information and just stuff like that for the family. And she's like, well, I don't really speak English very well. Like, do I have to fill this out? The parents know me. And she was like, that's when she meets Carrie, who is Jenny's nanny. She's like, well, yeah, I mean, you have to fill this out because it's just for precautions or whatever, but I'll help you. So she goes to helping her fill out the papers or whatever. And they sitting there talking or whatever. And she's like, well, uh, yeah, Anna was like, oh, Milo, like he's just like, well, he's perfect. So for her saying it's just like, yeah, something to do. Carrie is just like, yeah, Carrie like it's probably some shit with her too. Talking about Milo is perfect. So I don't know what's going on with that. But okay, so we go back to present day and everybody's at the house. The brother Brian, I think this is Peter's sister as well, Lila or something so what the hell. I don't remember what her name is. And then Lawrence, aka Colin, um, comes comes in, and Colin is a business partner of Marissa, and they're like really, they're like, I think he said this is his best friend. When he came in, the police was like, who's this? Or trying to see everybody that they know. And so they sitting here talking about Jenny, because that's all they know. Like, Milo's supposed to be with Jenny or whatever, and the sister is like, well, we need to look into her, and the Peter's like, Lila, calm your shit down, girl. They're like, calm down. Let the police handle this. Like, you're doing too much, basic. Like, calm down or whatever. So then we go to Jenny, and the police are talking to Jenny and her husband, trying to see like what's the deal with Carrie or whatever. And she was like, well, I mean, we hired her through the service. Like, all the moms at the school use this nanny service. They do background checks and they vet them or whatever and stuff like that. And she's like, well, they were like, well, has Carrie ever showed any displays of violence or anything like that? And she was like, well, no. And then she like paused, and police like, well, what? Any information would help? She was like, no, it's nothing. I mean, one time, like, I thought that she was about to hit Jacob, but she was trying to fly at the swat, and so it really wasn't nothing. I just kind of overreacted. And so then we kind of get into the situation with Jenny. It goes 10 days before Milo disappears. And they're at, I guess, like a mixer or whatever for the school. And Jenny is talking to the other group of parents. So we have what's his lady name? We have Sarah, and we have this dad and this other mom, and they're talking about the kids and whatever. He is a stay-at-home dad. He got 2 kids, and talk about how much work it is to have 2 kids. And Sarah is just like, oh, well, you just have Jacob, right? And she was like, well, yeah. And she's like, oh, well, great. You can help me with fundraising, whatever. She's like, well, what is that into? And they started making her kind of feel bad because she only has one child. But Jenny's like a career woman. She's trying to have her career. I think she works in like publishing or whatever, because it was a scene that cut today. She was like at a dinner meeting or whatever. And the husband kept calling her about something Jacob wanted and basically being useless. And so, yeah, she just started kind of feeling bad because, like, you trying to make me feel bad that I'm not extremely involved when I'm trying to work and all this, that, and the third. So Jenny goes to the bathroom and she starts breaking down and crying and all this, that, and the third. And she comes out the bathroom, and that's when she meets Marissa, and they start talking or whatever. And it's like, oh, we have on the same dress, blah, blah, blah. I really haven't worn this dress in so long or whatever. It looks so much better on you, and blah, 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 all of that kind of stuff. And so Marissa notices that Jenny's like, she feels she's looking kind of sad and looking kind of down. And so she's like, well, are you okay? And she was like, well, yeah, I'm fine. And then we were like, well, how about I could just go get us some wine, and we sit in the bathroom and talk. So they just sitting in the bathroom talking or whatever, and talking about their husbands. And Jenny's like, oh, well, I think her husband's name is Archie or some shit. I don't remember the husband's name. And talking about how they was arguing one day, and for whatever reason, she was learning sign language because of Jacob. And because Jacob was there, she couldn't cuss her husband out. So she threw up the sign, which I think is like this, some in sign language, is like, which is motherfucker. So she started doing that. And then the husband was like, oh, thought that meant I love you. Whole time she's sitting here calling him a motherfucker. And she does it often when he be getting on her fucking nerves because he's so goddamn useless sometimes. And I think he's a stay-at-home dad too. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what happened with him. So they sitting here chopping it up or whatever. And then Marissa is like, oh, well, let's take a selfie. So then we noticed that Marissa got this big ass mark on her shoulder. So like, Marissa got some shit with her. So what's going on with this big ass mark that you got on your shoulder? We probably are gonna find out. So then it jumps back to the police talking to Jenny and her husband, and she's like, well, we should go over to their house and like see about them or whatever. And the husband's like, well, no, they think that we did it. Like, we need to stay away from them. But in the end, it's just like, well, how you can go to her house anyway? Because you just met her. How you know where she live at? But whatever. So then we jump back to the police are sitting in the living room talking to the family, and they're like, okay, so we have a picture of Carrie, and they ask, has anybody seen her before? And there go Anna ass sitting right there, quiet as a church mouse when they ask, has anybody seen her before? Because remember, Anna, you had a whole conversation with Carrie, so why you ain't say nothing? She got some shit with her too. and we probably gonna find out what that is. And so then they start talking about maybe this is a ransom situation. And Colin's like, well, y'all are wealthy, but anybody that may know y'all, because it's probably somebody close to them, would know that y'all have access to a bunch of capital. Marissa's in wealth management, Peter's in commodities, so they have access to a bunch of money. So if this is a ransom situation, like, okay, somebody's trying to get a lot of money out of y'all. And so Peter starts breaking down, and Marissa goes in front of him to try to comfort him. And Peter kind of goes off on her a little bit. It's like all you had to do was check the school, the contact list to make sure the number that you was texting you was from Jenny. Like our son could be anywhere out there. Like, and so Marissa is like taking it back. It's like, motherfucker, how you gonna blame me for this shit? And she gets pissed the fuck off and runs out the house. And rightfully so, because bitch, how the fuck you gonna blame me for this shit? Like I got something to do with this. And so she runs out the house, and then that's when she runs into Jenny, which is good. I'm glad Jenny came over there to check on her because, like, yeah, you want to make sure these people don't think that you got something to do with this whole situation. And so she comes up to her and she's like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And so they hug or whatever. And then they go back in the house. And then she's like, everybody, this is my friend Jenny. Now, why she call her a friend, I don't know. When you just met this woman 10, 12, 14 days ago, who knows? I don't know. But I guess because she felt comforted in that moment. It was just like, maybe that's how she felt or whatever. I don't know. So to end the episode, we got the police looking in front of the suspect board of everybody, and then they're just talking or whatever. And then the thing that they say at the end is like, well, why would she bring a lawyer? So somebody's coming in for questioning. I'm guessing it's either Jenny or maybe Marissa. But looking at the suspect board, they need to put Esther on there too. I feel like I said the way Esther was asking questions, it just something don't sit right with me, because why her address was the address that they were sent to? Like, I don't know, maybe it's presumptuous of me to think, but maybe Esther is related to Carrie. Maybe that's why. And that is the scheme. I don't know, but I feel like Esther's gonna come back. If she don't, she don't. But I feel like something with Esther in this whole situation. Because like, well, why would she bring a lawyer? So I don't know who they talking about that brought a lawyer, but we gonna see. Again, I'm hooked. I'm gonna keep watching, and we'll see what happens in episode 2. I don't know. Go watch the show if you haven't seen it. It's on Peacock. It's 8 episodes. So yeah. We're gonna get into it. Watch the first episode, come back, let me know what you think. And until next time, this has been a conversation with John. Peace.